Lily Foster lived in a small town that most people forgot. The roads were quiet, the air smelled like grass and old wood. Every day felt the same. She went to school, came home, and sat on the porch while her dog slept at her feet. But Lily was not like the others. She saw things people didn't notice. She watched the sky like it might speak, and every time trouble came near, she would tie her hair back. It was her way of getting ready, her way of saying, "I'm not afraid." That morning was strange. The birds flew low, and the sky had a greenish tint. Her teacher said it was just a storm, but Lily knew something was wrong. After school, she walked home through the woods. The wind grew strong. Branches snapped above her, and a loud boom shook the ground. Trees trembled, leaves flew. Lily ran toward the sound. Her feet moved fast, but her mind stayed calm. She reached the clearing and saw it. A large silver ship had crashed into the earth. Smoke rose from it. Strange blue lights blinked around the edges. It looked broken and alive at the same time. Lily stepped closer. Her heart beat hard in her chest, but she didn't turn back. A door on the ship opened. A tall figure fell out. Its skin was pale blue. Its arms were long. It had no mouth, but its eyes were full of pain. Lily knelt beside it. The creature looked at her and touched her hand. Its skin felt cold, like metal left in snow. Then it pushed a small device into her palm. The device lit up and clamped onto her wrist. She tried to pull it off, but it wouldn't move. The creature shook its head. Then it spoke without sound. The words came into her mind like wind through cracks in a window. "They are coming. They want your world. You must choose," Lily whispered. "Choose what?" The creature's eyes dimmed. "Quiet or violent," it said. "Ow." Then it went still. Lily sat there, her hands still wrapped around the cold fingers. Then she heard voices. Soldiers were coming. She could hear their boots on the dirt path. She stood up and ran. She didn't know why, but something told her not to let them find her. The device on her wrist blinked with soft blue light. As she ran, it felt like it was speaking to her body, changing her from the inside. She reached her house just as the sun set. Her dog barked once, then went quiet. Lily locked the door and pulled the blinds. She didn't eat. She didn't speak. She sat on her bed and looked at the device. It had no buttons, just light. She raised her arm. The light blinked faster. That night, she had dreams. She saw stars and fire. She saw tall creatures made of smoke and metal. She saw herself standing alone, her hair tied back, facing a great wall of light. When she woke, the town was quiet again, but she was not the same. She walked to school. Her steps were light, her eyes sharper. She noticed the sound of every car, every leaf, every whisper. A new boy stood at the school gate. He looked plain, brown hair, quiet eyes. He watched Lily like he had seen her before. He nodded. "You saw it, didn't you?" Lily paused. She didn't answer, but she tied her hair back slowly, never breaking eye contact.
"Attaboy,"
smiled a little. "Then you know what's coming?" Lily said nothing. She just walked past him, her fingers brushing the device on her wrist. That night, the stars looked closer than before. The next day was cloudy. The air felt heavy, like something was waiting. Lily walked to school the same way she always did, but now she felt different. Her steps were quiet, but her mind was loud. She kept looking at the device on her wrist. It had changed color. Now it pulsed with soft green light. It felt warm sometimes, like it was breathing. At school, the new boy sat alone near the window. He didn't talk to anyone. When Lily walked into the room, he looked up. His eyes were calm but focused. At lunch, Lily found him sitting under the old tree behind the gym. She sat down near him. "You said something yesterday," she said, "about what's coming." The boy nodded. "My name is Josh. I'm not just a student. I was sent here to find the one who touched the relic." Lily looked down at her wrist. This Josh leaned closer. "Yes, that device is not from this world. It chose you. No, you are not random." Lily felt her chest tighten. "Why me?" "Because you can survive it," Josh said, "and maybe stop what's coming." Lily didn't speak for a while. A part of her wanted to laugh, to say it was a dream. But deep down, she knew it wasn't. Later that day, as she walked home alone, she felt someone following her. She stopped and listened. The wind moved through the trees, But there was another sound, soft footsteps. She turned around. A man in a dark coat stepped out from behind a tree. His eyes glowed faintly yellow. His smile was cold. "Give me the device," he said. Lily didn't answer. She slowly tied her hair back. The man moved fast, too fast for a human. He rushed at her, but Lily stepped aside. Her body moved like it had done this before. Her arm raised, and the device on her wrist shot out a thin beam of light, hitting the man in the chest. He screamed and dropped to the ground, twitching. Then his body turned into a pile of ash. Lily stood still. Her heart pounded, but she didn't run. She stared at her hand. Josh appeared from the trees. He was one of them. "They're already here." Lily looked at him. "What are they?" "They're scouts," he said. "They come first. More will follow." They walked together to her house. Lily's dog barked when they came in, but stopped when Josh knelt and scratched its head. They sat in the kitchen. Josh pulled out a small tablet and showed her maps and pictures. Some were of stars, others of Earth. "These creatures don't take planets by force," he said. "They change them slowly, quietly. They replace people. They break the world from inside." Lily looked at the photos. "And you're fighting them?" Josh nodded. "I'm part of a group. We were trained off-world. But we can't win without help. Earth needs a protector. The relic chose you." Lily stood up and walked to the window. The sky looked normal, but nothing felt normal anymore. "I don't know how to fight," she said. "You already are," Josh said. "You stopped a scout without training. The relic guides you. But we can train together. I'll help you." She turned around. "What happens if I say no?" Josh looked serious. "Then they win." She tied her hair back again. "Then let's start." That night, they went to the woods. Josh set up a small training area, showed her how to move, how to focus, how to listen with more than just ears. Every movement felt strange at first, but then something clicked. The relic glowed brighter when she moved right. When she blocked a strike, it pulsed like a heartbeat. After hours of training, they sat on a fallen log. Lily looked up at the stars. "Will this ever feel normal?" she asked. Josh shook his head. "No, but it will feel right." She nodded slowly. Deep inside, something had woken up. She knew the quiet would not last much longer. Lily woke up early the next day. Her arms were sore from training and her legs ached, but her mind was sharp. She got dressed, tied her hair back, and met Josh behind the school. They trained again. This time Josh showed her how to feel energy. He said everything around them had a kind of signal, and the relic could read it. Lily learned fast. When she focused, she could feel heat behind a tree or hear a whisper across the field. It scared her a little, but she kept going. Later that day, she sat with her best friend Claire at lunch. Claire was talking about a new movie, but Lily found it hard to pretend everything was normal. Claire looked at her. "You okay?" Lily forced a small smile. "Just tired." "Is it about the new boy?" Claire asked with a grin. Lily looked down. Sort of. She didn't want to lie. But how could she explain everything? That night, Lily and Josh trained again in the woods. Josh taught her how to fight in silence. He moved like smoke, fast and smooth. Lily followed his steps. The relic glowed with every move she made. Suddenly, the ground shook. A deep sound echoed through the trees. Both of them froze. "What was that?" Lily asked. Josh's face turned pale. "They're testing the signal. They're getting closer." They ran toward the town. In the distance, power lines sparked. Lights and houses blinked off. Cars stopped on the road. A dark shape flew over them like a shadow with wings. It disappeared into the clouds. Lily and Josh reached her house. Her dog barked wildly. The lights were out. Her phone had no signal. "They're not hiding anymore," Josh said. "They want people to panic." The next morning, the news said it was a power grid issue. People believed it. But Lily knew better. Josh gave her a small earpiece. "Need to go to another town. There's someone else we need. You stay here and watch. Don't use the relic unless you have to." Lily nodded. "Be careful." That afternoon, Lily walked alone. She felt every eye on her. She kept the relic hidden under her sleeve. She passed the library, the park, and the empty street where the scout had attacked her. Suddenly, her wrist burned. The relic blinked red. She turned and saw Claire standing by the corner store. But something was wrong. Claire's eyes were too still. Her smile was empty. Lily walked up slowly. Claire. Claire tilted her head. You've changed. The voice was not hers. It sounded deep, twisted. Lily stepped back. What did they do to you? Claire's hand moved fast. Sparks shot from her fingers. Lily jumped aside. The wall behind her cracked. People screamed and ran. Claire followed Lily into the alley. Her body moved like the scouts. Too fast, too strong. Lily raised her arm. The relic glowed bright blue. A wave of light pushed Claire back, but Claire stood up again. You don't get to win, Claire said. They are already inside. Lily looked into her friend's eyes. Somewhere deep behind the false smile, she saw fear. She didn't want to fight her friend. Claire attacked again. Lily dodged, blocked, and used the relic to send shockwaves through the air. The fight was fast and rough. Lily landed a strike that sent Claire into a fence. Claire stood, shaken. Then her voice changed. Lily, help me. It was Claire's real voice. Lily froze. She reached out. I'm here. But Claire screamed and ran away, disappearing into the shadows. Lily stood there, shaking. Her eyes filled with tears. She had seen what the enemy could do. They took people, changed them. Josh returned that night. He saw her face and knew something had happened. They got Claire, Lily said. She's not fully gone, but she's close. Josh nodded. Then we need to move fast. Lily didn't sleep. She sat by the window, holding the relic. She knew the quiet moments were ending. Soon, the real battle would begin. The town was no longer peaceful, where strange things began to happen. People got sick with no reason. Some forgot who they were. Others acted like someone else lived inside them. Lily watched it all and said nothing. Josh worked late in the small cabin they had turned into a base. Maps covered the walls. Notes were pinned to boards. He talked to someone through a secure radio line. Lily sat by the window. She didn't sleep much anymore. Her dreams were full of broken voices and falling stars. That morning, the relic flashed again. This time, it showed her a place. A warehouse near the edge of town. She didn't tell Josh. Something inside her said she had to go alone. She walked there just before sunset. The place looked empty, but inside she found machines. Big ones. Some were glowing, others were humming softly. In the middle of the floor stood a glass tank. Claire was inside. Wires ran through her skin. Her eyes were shut. She looked like she was dreaming. A tall man stood near her. He had yellow eyes and a strange mark on his neck. You came, he said without turning. The relic speaks to you. Lily didn't speak. She watched Claire. Her heart ached. They took her, the man said, but not fully. You still have a chance. But chances come with cost. Lily stepped forward. What do you want? Nothing, the man said. The real war is bigger than this town, bigger than Earth. You're just early. The others will follow. Lily pulled back her sleeve. The relic glowed bright. She raised her arm. The man smiled. You still believe one can stop many? He raised his hand and the room exploded with light. Lily was thrown back. The relic shielded her. She rolled and stood again. Claire woke in the tank. Her eyes opened wide. She looked afraid. Then she began to scream. The glass cracked. Wires snapped. The man turned and vanished into the dark. Lily ran to Claire and opened the tank. Claire fell into her arms, weak and shaking. Lily. I'm here, Lily said. Josh arrived minutes later. He'd followed her signal. He helped carry Claire out. The warehouse caught fire behind them. Back at the cabin, Claire rested. Josh gave her something to sleep. Lily sat next to her, watching. She's not fully turned, Josh said, but they marked her. They can see through her. She knew me, Lily said. Josh nodded. Then there's hope. Later that night, Lily stood on the roof of the cabin. The stars were bright. She saw movement above them. Silent ships, floating like sharks in the dark. She climbed down and entered the cabin. Josh was sitting with a few others, scientists and fighters, people who knew what was coming. Lily looked at them. It's time, they agreed. The next day, they moved to the city. There was an old underground station there, used long ago. They set up screens, sensors, and power lines. More people joined them. People who had seen the truth. Lily spoke to them. They think we are weak. They think we'll break. But we have each other. We have something they don't. A reason to fight. They cheered. The attack started that night. People in the city began to change. Some turned violent. Some whispered things that made no sense. The team acted fast. Lily led the first strike. She used the relic to find a control tower hidden under an old hotel. They shut it down, and the city lights came back on. But the enemy hit harder. A ship landed near the river. Creatures stepped out, silent, empty eyes. They moved like machines. Lily ran into battle. Josh followed, the others joined. In the middle of the fight, Claire appeared. She stood still. Her eyes were different. But she didn't attack. She walked to Lily and said in a quiet voice, "Choose." Lily stood still. Quiet or violent? Claire nodded. Lily reached out her hand. Claire grabbed it. Then they turned to face the enemy together. The battle lit up the night sky. People across the world saw the flashes. Something had begun. The war was no longer in secret. It was here. The city was full of smoke and broken streets. Lights blinked in the sky. Ships moved slowly above, watching. People hid in basements, unsure who was still human. Lily stood on top of a damaged building. Her hair was tied back. Her face was marked with dirt and ash. Claire stood beside her, quiet but alert. Below them, the team waited for the next signal. Josh worked with the scientists, trying to find a way to stop the main ship. "Their signal is getting stronger," he said. "If we don't break it soon, they'll take the whole planet." Lily looked out at the streets. "Where is the source?" Josh pointed toward the hills. "North Tower. Old radio base. That's where they're hiding their core." Claire stepped forward. "I'll go." Lily shook her head. "You're still connected to them. If you get close, they might control you again." Claire looked down. "And let me help guide you." "I still feel where they are." Lily nodded. "Then we go together." The team moved fast. They took old back roads and used tunnels to stay hidden. The deeper they went, the colder it got. The relic on Lily's wrist began to glow again. They reached the old radio tower by nightfall. The place was quiet, too quiet. The air felt heavy, sighed. The walls were covered in strange metal. It looked alive. The center of the tower had a large black orb floating above the ground. Wires ran from it into the earth. "This is it," Josh said. "Destroy the orb, and we cut the signal." Before Lily could move, the room darkened. A voice filled the air, cold, smooth, and full of pride. "You were warned. Still you choose violence." A figure stepped from the shadows. It was the same man with yellow eyes. His body shimmered like glass. Lily stepped forward. "You tried to take our world. We offered peace," the man said. "You chose war." Lily raised her arm. The relic pulsed. "You never gave us a real choice," she said. The man moved fast, but Lily was faster. She jumped, spun, and sent a wave of light into him. He screamed, his body cracking like ice. The fight began. The orb sent out shockwaves. The team fell back. Claire held the line with Josh, using small charges to block the doors. Lily faced the man alone. They moved like wind and fire. The relic on her wrist burned, but she didn't stop. The man threw her across the room. She hit the wall and fell hard. The orb glowed red. "You can't win," he said. Lily stood up, bleeding. Her hand shook. She looked at Claire, then at Josh. Then she smiled. "You don't understand humans," she said. "You don't fight because we love war. We fight because we love each other." She raised her hand. The relic grew brighter than ever before. A beam shot out, straight into the orb. It cracked. The floor shook. The man screamed and ran at her, but Claire stepped in the way. "You asked her to choose," Claire said. "Now I choose to." She tackled him into the light. Both of them vanished in a flash. The orb broke. The tower shook. Josh pulled Lily out just before the roof fell. They ran into the woods as the sky cleared. The ships above began to fall one by one. The signal was gone. Back in the city, people came out of hiding. The skies were still. The power returned. Days passed. The team stayed underground, watching for signs of return. None came. Lily sat alone one night, holding the relic. Josh joined her. She saved us. She saved me, Lily said. What now? He asked. Lily looked at the stars. We rebuild. We remember. And if they ever come back, we'll be ready. She stood up, tied her hair back, and walked toward the horizon. Let them come, she whispered. The night was quiet but strong.